Nukwa Mano, Wei Wai Kum, Wai Kum Kwiakah, Yayu Lapa, Lekwa Kapwa. Our land is very, very sacred. It means a lot to all of us, not just me, but everybody.
We used to do a lot of duck hunting in the estuary here until they banned us from hunting. And that was the worst part, that how we survived off the land, the water. Not only our family, but we looked after other people. We provided food for our people.
Through treaty, the nations are negotiating the return of large tracts of land over which the nations will have full ownership, governing rights,
and lawmaking authorities.
These are called
Treaty Settlement Lands,
or TSL.
Treaty settlement lands are important because for our First Nation, we don't have any other lands for development. We don't have any other lands for housing.
Because we have so little of it, the best thing to do is to look after it.
Treaty settlement lands will also include current reserve lands. According to Canadian law, First Nations do not own reserve lands. They are set aside for First Nations to use and are the property of Canada. Any First Nation authority over reserve land
is delegated from the Canadian government through the Indian Act.
The Indian Act is so outdated. For self-government, we would be able to administer our own government. We wouldn't have to fall under the old methods and procedures that INAC has us follow.
Once treaty is implemented, reserved lands become treaty settlement lands. And like other TSL lands, the nations will have jurisdiction over them.
Incremental treaty agreement lands
will also become treaty settlement lands when treaty is implemented.
Incremental treaty lands are parcels of land
that are transferred as fee simple properties to First Nations
as pre-treaty benefits.
Another way that the nation can increase their land base through treaty is by the establishment of protected areas.
Although these protected areas will not be treaty settlement lands,
they will retain high levels of First Nation jurisdiction
and decision-making authority,
and they will remain places where First Nations can exercise their rights.
In addition to treaty settlement lands, treaty brings us access to forestry, tenure, commercial fishing license,
and other resources in the territory. This enables the nation to share in the benefits that their lands and resources provide.
Through treaty, consultation and collaborative decision-making processes will be negotiated for the remaining Crown lands and resources that stay under provincial jurisdiction.
After treaty, the nations will still exercise their Aboriginal rights
their Aboriginal rights
on Crown land.